franchise company Famous Brands has acquired Milky Lane and Juicy Lucy from Java Brands for 30.95 million South African rands. Joining us now on the line to discuss the acquisition is Kevin Hedderwick, the CEO of Famous Brands. Thank you so much, Kevin Hedderwick, for your time. Talk to us about this acquisition of Milky Lane and Juicy Lucy. Why is that strategic for Famous Brands?
Good afternoon, Loretta. Well, it fits with our strategic intent, whereby we wanted to grow a bouquet of brands that are all participate in the leisure industry, all franchise brands, and brands that are either best in their class or brands that, once they find their way into our home, can become best in their class. In the case of Milky Lane, it's a strong South African icon. It's been around for over 50 years. It's by far and away the category leader. Juicy Lucy, on the other hand, requires quite a bit of work, but we're confident that we can repackage it and take it to market as perhaps one of the alternatives in the healthier category option.
Let's talk about the technicalities of the transaction once it goes through. Almost 31 million South African rands. How will you be paying for this?
Yeah, a combination of existing cash reserves, and we'll take some short-term debt, but there's no long-term corporate financing required.
Now, as you said, Milky Lane is a leader in the soft-serve ice cream space. Where does it fit really within this bouquet of brands that you're talking about? Where's the synergy with Famous Brands?
Well, Milky Lane on its own, we believe, has got huge potential. We think that Milky Lane, probably in terms of the product, is one of the best kept secrets. I mean, the menu itself, if you're going to have a close look at it, there's some world-class offerings there. So we think that we just need to shout a lot louder about the fact that Milky Lane is out there and that it's a wonderful product. But we've got some other ambitious plans for the brand as well. I mean, some of our other big brands, like in the case of Wimpy and Steers, have not necessarily always got their dessert offering right. And so having access to the kind of intellectual property that exists for a brand like Milky Lane is an opportunity for us to do what we would almost call a store within a store and extend the brand in that sense.
What does that mean for your supply chain distribution network? I mean, you've got a variety of first-class restaurants where you can try to fit in some of the Milky Lane brands if that's what you're going to do.
Look, it's significant in terms of the supply chain. We also own our own soft-serve manufacturing company out in Centurion, and we're sitting with a business there that currently we utilize at about a 57% capacity. So without putting any other capital expenditure into Baltimore, once we start to produce the soft-serve ice cream on behalf of Milky Lane, the operating profit line in our ice cream business is going to go up 40%.
You refer to the fact that Juicy Lucy requires some work. Those were your words. Now, it's a niche brand within the healthy food space. And yes, although people have become a lot more health conscious, it doesn't seem to be a core change in consumer behavior. So in terms of the work that you have cut out for you with Juicy Lucy, what are you planning to do?
I agree with you entirely. I think that health concept or the health category is always going to be niche. It appeals to a really top end of the market. So Juicy Lucy will never become, we believe, a mainstream brand. But we do think that we need to take the brand back to its roots, where it is all about the genuine article in terms of things like the juice is freshly squeezed, the product is made on order, there's some health options on it, and instead of trying to be all things to everybody, Juicy Lucy at the moment are trying to be in the breakfast business, they want to be in the toasted sandwich business. We want to take the product right back to its roots.